Good morning and welcome to the monthly and weekly analysis. We are starting not only are we starting a new week, but we're starting a new month. So we will start out with the monthly pairs first, and then we will go to the weekly. So let's get started. We have AUD/USD, which is has a monthly bullish order block. So AUD/USD had been bearish, and this was the last major or macro break of structure here. And then you have a small break here. And then price broke structure. Now, price did not break this macro swing high. However, if you look here, there is liquidity here. But price did not break it. So price came up to these highs, came up to the trend line, and then started breaking structure to the downside, which price broke structure. It's pulled back. So my guess would be that it's going to continue selling down. But just like price did not break this high, price did not break this low as well. So on the monthly, this is our swing high. It had a slight wick to pass. So let's go down to the weekly. Okay, so price filled in this imbalance and then started breaking structure to the top side. So for the week, we have this impulse move, which broke structure, has pulled back to the 618. Go to the daily. It's still like, although we have a bullish order block, it's still slightly bearish. So it could tap into this could just be the retest or this supply zone here to continue down. There is more imbalance, and there's also an order block. So price could sell back down to the 78. Price could sell back down to the 78 and then continue to the top side. So although we have a bullish order block, we have a bullish order block in a bearish market. So this could just be a retracement to this push down. Could be pushed down. This could be the retracement, and then there could be a little further. Price may push down a little bit before heading back up for the month. Okay. That's AUD USD. Jur 30 has a bullish order block. Jur 30 has been bullish, bullish, bullish. It looked like these equal highs have been grabbed. So I would be, and of course, this is the highest Jur 30 has been. So there's nothing to look to the left for. Let's see what the weekly is doing. Okay, the weekly is giving bearish. So we have this is our sell zone. And this is, now this bullish order block was violated. This bullish order block was violated. So I would be watching this as this may consolidate to break out the top, or this may be consolidating to start selling back down. And then we have, so you have this push up. There was a little pullback. This push up. Let's go to the day. Let's go to the, that was the weekly. For the daily, you have this was the last swing. You had, it was wick. Back into this order block and then started pushing back up. So as of right now, I would say buy until you can't buy anymore. So with this push, with this impulse move here, I would mark up. I would mark up this zone. So it may play this consolidation zone for who knows how long, but once price pulled back to here, or again, this is a supply zone. So once price pulled back into this order block, I would definitely watch to see if it starts to break structure to the downside. If so, then I would trade this back down at least to this zone. And then once price got here, I would watch for price to break structure to the top side. If so, I would then trade it back up to here, up to here, or wherever there is another supply zone. Okay, so that's it for Jur 30. Buy until you can't buy anymore. This is definitely like a major key level here. So I would definitely be on the lookout for that. All right. Next we have Euro JPY on the monthly. Euro JPY on the monthly, we have a fill of the imbalance here. And then we have an area of supply here. Okay, so price may tap into filling this imbalance here and may give us a pullback for the month. Overall, however, with that being said, price is very bullish, right? Or has been bullish. So once it taps, it may pull back to I'm just gonna put green so I'll know we're in the back that we're bullish. It may pull back to this order block. It could give a double bottom. It could come back and fill this imbalance, but price could just come down here and then push back up to the area of supply for the month. So for the week, same thing, bullish. Again, tap and fill the imbalance, pull back, pull back, pull back. There's more imbalance here. So price could just come back, push, and then push back up to the top. We have GBP USD for the month. We have a bullish order block. Price is currently, although overall is bearish, but price is currently bullish. Overall is bearish. Okay. But price, as we can see, let's go down to, as we can see, price is bullish here. So we might get a little retracement to one, fill this imbalance, which is approximately 300 pips to that imbalance for the month. Let's go down to the weekly. Price is pulled back. It's looking like it might pull back a little more to clear this imbalance. It didn't quite clear the imbalance. I think there's like a little tiny imbalance left. So price could pull back a little more for the week. So let's go down to the daily. And because price is pulling back, price has come into this area. Now let's go down and see if this pullback right here in this wick was any types of breaks of structure. Let's go to the 4-hour. There's no breaks of structure yet. So I would just there is a little neckline here. However, this would be the low. Let's go to the let's identify the this would be that low. This was that wick that was on here. So this could pull back to continue buying up, pull back to this minor level of structure here before pushing back up. However, if it breaks this little here, I would definitely look for sales back down to the downside. I would look for sales to continue selling down because it did not break this high. We have these breaks of lows. We have these lows broken. And then price is pushing up. However, if it starts breaking structure to the downside, then you can look for a continuation. This was the impulse move. This would have been the correction. And then you will look for a continuation. However, if it does not break structure, if it comes here and then starts buying back up, buy until you can't buy anymore. So once price pulls back into this order block, and if you see breaks of structure, then continue going in for the buy up. Okay. NZDJPY on the monthly. The lock has already been tapped into. So it could be coming back to the wicks of this. We don't know. This is the low. So this is the high, this is the low. Price pushed here, didn't break the high, started breaking structure to the downside. So this could be coming back to, it's currently at the 78. Could be pushing up to the 88. Didn't break these lows either. So I'm not even gonna put that. So price, and there is inefficiencies here. Okay. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with that. Okay, price could be pulling back to the 88. And the wicks of, in these wicks here, these monthly wicks, there's likely some kind of inefficiency. We look on the weekly. There are these equal highs right here. So it could be coming to clear these equal highs here into this order block, which would be at the 88. So price could come here and then start to drop. But definitely expect price to pull up here. Price is pushed up. Price is already pulled back and gave a bullish order block for the week. So we have a monthly bullish and we have a weekly bullish. So guess what? We're expecting more bullish momentum for now. So definitely look for price to continue. So broke these highs, correction, and now it looks like it's pushing back to the top side. So 4 hour. So I would say price is probably going to push up to from where price is now. About 6 pips. Let me do that right. It's about 6, 7 pips. It may pull back from there and then continue, or it may, and I'm basing this just off price action because this little candle right here doesn't have much wick, but between 7 and 17-20 pips maybe before we get some kind of slight pull retracement for a continuation or a correction for a continuation. That was NJ, SPX on the monthly. So price is currently in a, price has been bullish, okay? It's currently in an order block. I'm just gonna mark up the wicks of this order block. This monthly candle was very bullish. I'm expecting some type of retracement. Okay, the weekly is bullish. So we're looking for a little pullback for continuation. Up to, so I will be looking for buys. Once we get a little pullback, let's go to the daily. So you have on the daily, this order block has already been tapped into, but I'm going to mark it up as a zone. Price could pull back, give a double bottom. There is imbalance here. The price could pull back into the imbalance and continue up, or pull back to the zone and continue up, continue buying. But I would be buying and not selling. US 30 on the monthly, we have a bullish order block. Now US 30, we have a zone here, price pushed up. Into this order block, into the wicks of this order block. So we're talking about 400 pips back up to the zone. So that is a month. For the week, yeah, it's getting this zone is getting very weak here. So I would what did we say? The monthly was bullish. The weekly is bullish. So I would definitely be looking for buys. We have this order block here that has not been tapped into. So a pullback for a continuation up into this zone. One of these two zones. Might just start at the low. The low. Okay. So yeah, I definitely expect a pullback for a possible continuation. To the 4-hour. Currently in a bearish order block. Hasn't broken structure to the downside yet. Let's see. 15. So on the 15-minute, you have possible these lows here. Until then, keep buying until you can't buy anymore. So price can come fill this imbalance and then start buying back up, or price can pull back to this zone here and start buying back up. Once it breaks this zone here, look for the pullback and then sell it. You can sell it back down to this zone here, which is, and it all depends on where it's pulling back to, where it pulls back to, right? I'm just going to mark from this area here. So if it pulls back here, we're talking 150 pips. If it pulls back to this order block here, we're talking 289 pips. If it wants to push back down to fill this imbalance or to this order block here, we're talking 417 pips. Okay. USD CAD for the month is bearish. Okay. So price has filled this imbalance here. So there may be, this wick may be a little pullback. Let's see. This is a little key level here. So price could pull back to fill this imbalance. There's some imbalance here. There's an area of supply here. That would be the optimal trade and entry. But if it doesn't come back that far, I would definitely wait for it to come back that far. That would be my optimal trade and entry for a continuation of a sell. But definitely you would want to set your alert, wait for price to start breaking structure to the downside, and then get in for the continuation. Okay. And the continuation to these lows, this zone here. a continuation to these levels. Okay. And there's a lot of pips. Let's see. It's 1,400 pips. That is definitely a long time swing trade. So that would be interesting. Let's see. Yep, it filled in, came to this area, filled in this imbalance, and then is breaking structure to the downside. So I will be looking for sales. All right, we're going to quickly switch over to the weekly order blocks. We have CAD Chef. Did we get this one? We have a bearish order block. Although overall CAD Chef is bearish. Okay. Overall, we're bearish here. Price came, tapped, and gave a weekly bearish order block. We still have imbalance here. We still have imbalance here. Price. Did price tap into that? Based on price action, price came and retested this initial break, or this is the initial break that was retested here. And then price pulled back to retest these breaks here. So although we have a bearish order block, let's go down to the daily. It hasn't broken any levels of structure yet, as of yet. Go to the 4-hour. So this would have been the last. So this broke. This was a break here, and then it pushed up some more. So once price can come in. There's an imbalance right here that hasn't been tapped into. So price can come down here and continue buying up. Okay. Now, if price breaks this zone here, this key level here, then I would look for a pullback for a continuation of a sell. Okay, that's a CAD Chef. Euro CAD for the week is bullish. So there were equal lows here. The price came and grabbed, gave a bullish order block, gave another bullish order block. I would definitely want to see a little more. There's a little break of structure here. Well, that was a pullback. The price came up, pulled back to the 78. So I would be looking for a continuation up to the negative 27, which is an area of supply. If it breaks this macro high, then I would definitely be looking for sales. Until then, I will be looking for price to come back to this area, to this zone, for a continuation of a sell. Yeah. So we have a buy up, a buy up, possibly up here, possibly up here, or a sell down. That's my thought for that. Okay, we have NAS. NAS, we have a bullish order block. So price is currently at this high. There were equal highs here that got, where there was liquidity there that got taken out. Price is bullish. This is our current swing low. This is our current swing low. If price breaks this high, then we'll move our swing low up to here. But it has to break this high first. And it pulled back, broke the first level of structure. So we're definitely expecting a pullback to the order block. And so we're looking for a pullback into one of these zones for a continuation of a buy. And if we fib, I like to fib the break of the high, but if we fib this current move here, okay. We're saying a pullback possibly to the 38.2, maybe even the 50% for a continuation of a buy. And if we go back to the weekly, the negative 27 is in alignment with this order block, even the negative 618 to the wicks of this order block, or price could just continue buying up until it fills this imbalance in area of supply, which would be up to the 88. So the negative 27 and 618 is in alignment with the 78, the 78, and price could continue up to the 88 and either sell back down or may continue buying. I don't follow the Dixie, so whatever the Dixie is doing, this is probably going to do the opposite. Okay, then we have NZDJPY. We have, which we've looked at on the monthly. Okay. And so again, on the weekly, we're looking for bullish. We're looking for buys. So we're looking for buys. Price broke structure, gave a correction. Now we're looking for a continuation. Okay. SPX, same thing. We've already looked at on the monthly. We are looking for buys, looking for pullback or correction for a continuation. US 30, again, looking for a pullback for a continuation. It is bullish momentum. And last, we have USD CAD, which we've also looked at, because this broke structure, this level of structure here, we're looking for a pullback into the zone, possibly to clear this imbalance or 50% of it, for a pullback and a continuation of a sale. And that concludes the weekly analysis. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, and I hope everyone has a prosperous trading week and month. See you all next week.